In Chapter 3.1, we are going to discuss the main inorganic nutrients. Plants need inorganic nutrients to produce organic compounds such as carbohydrates and proteins. These nutrients can be divided according to quantities required by plants, which are macronutrients and micronutrients. Now, let's just look into the macronutrients required by plants. There are 7 types of macronutrients. First, we'll look at carbon, oxygen and hydrogen. Carbon, oxygen and hydrogen are important components in carbon cycle and oxygen cycle. They are components in all organic compounds of plants and important components in synthesis of sugar. Carbon, oxygen and hydrogen deficiency will cause photosynthesis not take place. Carbon, oxygen and hydrogen deficiency will cause less oxygen to be released by plants. Carbon, oxygen and hydrogen deficiency will cause stunted growth, which can cause death because there is no glucose. Now, let's just look into the type of nitrogen. Nitrogen gives the green color to plants through the formation of chlorophyll. Nitrogen is the main components of proteins, nucleic acids and enzymes in photosynthesis and respiration. Nitrogen deficiency will cause the leaves undergo chlorosis mainly on matured leaves. Nitrogen deficiency will cause the plant underlying leaves fall off. Nitrogen deficiency will cause the protein synthesis disrupted. Nitrogen deficiency will cause stunted growth will occur on the plants. Now, let's just look into the type of potassium. Potassium is important in protein synthesis and carbohydrate metabolism. Potassium also serve as cofactors for some enzymes. Potassium helps in maintaining the plant turgidity. Potassium deficiency will cause protein synthesis disrupted. Potassium deficiency will cause the edges of leaves become yellowish. Potassium deficiency will cause premature death of plants will occur. Now, let's just look into the type of calcium. The functions of calcium main component of middle lamella, cell wall and spindle fibers during cell division. Calcium deficiency will cause stunted growth. Calcium deficiency will cause the leaves become distorted and lobed. Calcium deficiency will cause parts between leaf veins become yellowish. Now, let's just look into the type of magnesium. Magnesium is the main component of the structure of chlorophyll molecule. It helps to activate some plant enzymes. It also involved in carbohydrate metabolism. Magnesium deficiency will cause parts between matured leaf veins become yellowish. Magnesium deficiency will also cause red spots on leaf surfaces. Magnesium deficiency will also cause lobed leaves. Now, let's just look into the type of phosphorus. Phosphorus serves as synthesizes nucleic acids, adenosine triphosphate and phospholipids in plasma membrane. It also acts as coenzymes in photosynthesis and respiration. Phosphorus deficiency will cause unhealthy root growth. It also causes formation of dark green and dull-colored leaves. And red or purple spots appear on older leaves. Now, let's just look into the type of sulfur. Sulfur is the components of a few amino acids. Sulfur is one of vitamin B constituents and a few types of coenzymes. Sulfur deficiency will cause leaves or the whole plant turns yellow. Now, let's just look into the micronutrients required by plants. There are 8 types of micronutrients. First, we'll look at chlorine. Chlorine is important in the equilibrium of osmotic pressure in cells and photosynthesis reaction. Chlorine deficiency will cause plants to wilt. Chlorine deficiency will cause lower root growth. Chlorine deficiency will cause leaves undergo chlorosis. Chlorine deficiency will cause lesser fruit production. Now, let's just look into the type of iron. Iron acts as a cofactor in chlorophyll synthesis. It is important in the growth of young plants. Iron deficiency will cause young leaves become yellowish. Now, let's just look into the type of manganese. Manganese activates photosynthetic enzymes. It is important for cell respiration and nitrogen metabolism. Manganese deficiency will cause network of dark green leaf veins with a background of light green. It will also cause light brown or gray spots in between leaf veins. Now, let's just look into the type of boron. Boron helps the roots in calcium ion uptake and sucrose translocation. Involves in carbohydrate metabolism. And helps in germination of pollen. Boron deficiency will cause death of terminal buds and abnormal growth. Boron deficiency will cause the leaves will become thicker, rolled up and fragile. Now, let's just look into the type of zinc. Zinc is important in leaf formation. It is also the synthesis of auxin. Zinc work as a cofactor in carbohydrate metabolism. Zinc deficiency will cause leaf surfaces become spotted with chlorosis parts. Zinc deficiency will also cause stunted growth. Now, let's just look into the type of copper. Copper involves in nitrogen metabolism and photosynthesis. It is important for growth, reproduction and flower formation. Copper deficiency will cause death of young shoot apex. Copper deficiency will cause brown spots on terminal leaves. Copper deficiency will cause plants become stunted. Now, let's just look into the type of nickel. Nickel is a component of plant enzymes involved in the breakdown of urea to become ammonia, which can be used by plants. Nickel deficiency will cause stunted growth. Nickel deficiency will also reduce crop production. Now, let's just look into the type of molybdenum. Molybdenum involves in nitrogen fixation and nitrate reduction during protein synthesis. Molybdenum deficiency will cause chlorosis in between matured leaf veins. Molybdenum deficiency will cause leaf color becomes pale green. Molybdenum deficiency will reduces crop production. This is the end of chapter 3.1. Main inorganic nutrients.